son. Hey, folks, we're here at Nathan's. Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand down, sit down, kneel down, bend your head to the crown, Badlands Booker. Now, I met Badlands in 1997 out in Oceanside at a qualifying event for Nathan's Famous, and they said, we have a late entrant. And I said, I don't know if we have room. And they said, take a look. 6 feet 4 inches tall, a man mountain. And I said, yes, we have room. And ever since, Badland has been at the top of his game. In recent years, he's done a lot of rapping, some of my favorite raps, and we will have him on stage tomorrow. But he is also, many of you will know, Badlands Chugs, that's at Badlands Chugs, the chugging champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the blue belt. The blue belt is, the mustard belt is yellow, obviously. The chugging is blue, but is to indicate water. Although what he chugs is Nathan's lemonade. And he has won the last 4 years in a row, destroying people that we've brought in from all over the United States. They don't have what it takes. So this year, we're not going to pretend to compete when they cannot compete. And Badlands is going to try to do something. I've tried to talk him out of this. He is going to attempt to drink and chug 2 gallons of lemonade. 2 gallons. Can it be done?
We'll see tomorrow.
He's done a gallon in 23.1 seconds. But the problem is not the speed. The problem is capacity. You have to have a very big tank to down 2 gallons of lemonade. But it's just good. There's a lot of vitamin C, and it's just good common sense there. Now, Badlands, have you been prepping for this? I know you do chugs every day for Badlands Chugs. Is this just a psychological game on this one?
It's definitely mind over bladder, you know what I'm saying? Mind over stomach. I mean, I'm going to be ready, though. Don't worry. You know, the ingestion engine's going to be primed and ready to go high noon on 4th of July.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow you will hear the lyrical stylings of the great Badlands Booker, and you will see history made or not made when he tries 2 gallons. A round of applause for the big man, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you, George.
So, yesterday, 4 of our eaters, or 5 perhaps, volunteered at the food bank. It was absolutely fantastic. Miki Sudo, Nick Werry, Pat Bertoletti, Crazy Legs Conti, everybody was there. It was absolutely a very sort of meaningful event. And I just raised this issue, everybody. We are entering a period of significant food insecurity. Organizations like the food bank are doing great work, so keep them in mind if you are considering donating to any charity. They're fantastic, and it was a pleasure to be with them yesterday. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to introduce the eaters, recognize them, and then we will weigh in the top 4 eaters, and then we will have a stare down, which is very intense. And everybody gets every shot they want, because competitive eating is a platform designed for the media. We are not like basketball that allows media to come. We are a media event that allows athletes to come. So you will get your shots, okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, a newcomer to our sport, please welcome Madison Barone. First year on the big stage, as it is for this young man in his first year in competitive eating, a rookie, Jerome Burns. Danbury, Connecticut. A veteran of the stage, however, I welcome up Cherish Brown. It is a big advantage because when you see 20,000 people there and all the cameras, it can cause a lot of anxiety. Another relative newcomer to our sport, ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Mead. Okay. The difficulty in his marriage began when he named his children mild, medium, and hot. but he refuses to allow domestic issues to get in the way of his favorite sport. My friends, from Brasilia in Brazil, Ricardo Corbucci. We have, by the way, a host of new blood this year, and it's very encouraging for me to see the future of our nation is secure on the shoulders of these young athletes. Another newcomer, please welcome Kelly Lewis. This is a heartwarming story, ladies and gentlemen. She has watched her mother compete on the 4th of July for the better part of a decade. Her first contest, she said she was nothing more than a girl. But she heard the solemn call to fulfill the purpose of a nation when she saw her mother up there on stage, her face covered in hot dog, her cheeks bulging, her shirt soaked in bun water. She is our youngest competitor ever, ladies and gentlemen, and she will compete beside her mother this year. Please welcome Isabeau Prettyman. And her mother, a veteran of the stage, one of our finest competitive eaters, please welcome Katie Prettyman. From the Czech Republic, where he is ranked number 1, please welcome Radim Dvořáček. Ladies and gentlemen, from Las Vegas, Nevada, a fantastic champion who's been on the circuit now for 8 years, Derek Hendrickson. Welcome. Another veteran. It is great to everybody's here, everybody's ready. They're going to get a good night's rest. For some of them, there's a very significant time change. For some, it's not significant, but they get here, they get to rest and interact with the other eaters before tomorrow when the tension rises. Please welcome Tandra Childress. From the UK, the top eater in the UK, which stands for the United Kingdom. He's a great eater. He's been to dozens upon dozens upon dozens of contests and food challenges, has performed remarkably well in the 2 years that he's been eating with us, Max Stanford. Ladies and gentlemen, he is number 4 in the United States, and he is ranked number 1 in the Southern Hemisphere, which is half the planet. From Sydney, Australia, James Webb. 70 donuts. He is tearing up the circuit. He has beaten all the top eaters, Jeffrey Esper, Pat Bertoletti, Joey Chestnut. We will see what happens tomorrow, but he has made a name for himself in a very short time. He stands where the land meets the horizon, my friends, steadfast and unshakable, a force from beyond upon whose shoulders God has arranged the flesh of an archangel, that being born to battle. Ladies and gentlemen, from Tampa, Florida, Nick Werry. And his lovely daughter. Thank you, Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, profane to the eye of heaven is the oil of evil inside those of us who come from the dark land, the 9th continent, the continent of hell. He is pure evil, my friends, pure evil, eating with a forked tongue. eating with the yellow teeth of the deceiver, my friends, child of the abomination. He comes here to establish dominion until he rules the world. You know him as George Chigger. I know him as the Red Horse of Death. I don't know whether that is eerie or that's like trying to get your cat to come eat. You know what I'm saying? He is a man so evil they put him in prison in hell, ladies and gentlemen. Hell prison. Okay. People are nice to come. Okay. The eaters are arriving fast and furious. Some of them are just coming in this morning, so they're coming straight from the airport. Please welcome up Domenica D. She has been on the 4th of July stage previously. First contest tomorrow. Strike that. I was wrong. Also here, Jocelyn Young. Also Camila O'Brien. Ladies and gentlemen, at only 5 feet 10 inches tall, let me start that again. Only 5 foot 3 inches tall, 110 pounds, 158 chicken wings, ladies and gentlemen, 10 pounds of boysenberry pie. She is the 2021 Nathan's Famous 4th of July champion of the world, Michelle Lesko. Where's Oliver? Where's Oliver? We're going to weigh her in. We're weighing them in. 110 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Lesko. A great champion, 39 hot dogs and buns. My friends, she is the vortex at the center of the vortex, the spiral that spins at the core of the American spirit, the force that drives the swirling gyre of life itself. And she rejects the false wisdom of acceptance. She is there tomorrow to win, and her legacy is a vessel that will carry her name to the far shores of time. 104 hard-boiled eggs, 52 ears of corn, 16.5 pints of ice cream, and a world record 51 Nathan's Famous hot dogs and buns, the number 5 ranked eater in the world, the number 1 ranked female in the world, and the current reigning 4th of July champion of the world, Miki Sudo. We're going to weigh you in. You want me to hold you?
Go to Daddy.
Come here. You want to come? You got Daddy?
Go
Okay.
Daddy. All right.
Hold that. Miki Sudo being weighed in. This is critical for the certification. We used to tap their stomach, but no one could figure out why, so we stopped doing that. 123 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, certified for competition, the great Miki Sudo. Miki, is it possible to break 51 hot dogs and buns under the conditions that we will have tomorrow? 85 degrees, probably similar humidity to this, but also the intensity of the event itself. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think you'll see more than 50 hot dogs on the female stage, not just by me, but by some of my competitors as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miki Sudo going for her 11th win. 11th win tomorrow. In 2007, he shocked the world by eating 21 pounds of grits in 10 minutes. And again in 2011 when he ate 275 jalapeno peppers in 8 minutes. But it was last year when he rose to the highest heights, winning the Nathan's Famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest. Oops, what am I doing? I gotta That was a microaggression. He comes out last. Okay. Today. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, last year we had a contract dispute with the champion of the world, the former champion of the world. And though all parties worked in good faith to resolve it, we just didn't get it done by the 4th of July. But there was no animosity. Everybody was working together. We talked again this year. That was resolved. And coming back is this man. In a world of nothing, of barren hills and cracked earth and once proud oceans drained to sand, there will still be a monument to our existence. Bleached by the sun perhaps and blunted by time, but everlasting. For this man represents all that is eternal in the human spirit, the courage to go on when others fail or turn away, the strength to recognize the value of freedom and to accept the cost no matter how great. Through the curtain of the aurora a comet blazes to herald his arrival, and his victory shall be transcribed into every language known to history. The 16-time champion of the world, not today carrying the belt, Joey Chestnut. £238. Joey, come on over. Now, I am chair of Major League Eating, but I hate those guys. They're horrible to deal with. They're very difficult to deal with. How did it all get resolved? Was it just sort of we all wanted to have it happen and we got it together? What was your thinking?
Oh my gosh, yeah, we kept communicating. We didn't burn any bridges, but yeah, and I love this event, and I was willing to keep talking, and I'm happy we figured it out.
I am extraordinarily happy and excited to have Joey back. He's the greatest champion that we have ever had, and it makes the whole event very, very different and special. I had actually suggested at one time that Joey and I just step out back, Marcus of Queensberry rules, and just do it. And then my brother Rich convinced me that probably wasn't the best idea and would stay at the negotiating table. Joey Chestnut is back this year, triumphant return, trying to break his record of 76 hot dogs and buns, the great Joey Chestnut. Okay. As I mentioned, he is a volume eater. 21 pounds of grits, ladies and gentlemen. He ate 275 jalapeno peppers in 8 minutes, a record that no one has even tried to break. He is the greatest eater ever from Chicago, Illinois, a 20-year veteran of the circuit, my friends. 58 hot dogs and buns, and the reigning Nathan's Famous champion of the world, Patrick Bertoletti. $238 lighter than Joey Chestnut. For you odds makers, I have no idea what that means, but it could mean something if you're very close. Pat, come over here one sec. Now, you are out of you were a rookie out of the jalapeno pepper circuit. Joey, a rookie out of the asparagus circuit, but you became fast friends out on the circuit after events, before events, tearing it up in cities like Sheboygan, where I literally had to ask them, guys, it's a very small town, please, nothing, keep it quiet. They did not, and especially in Buffalo and in that portion of Canada, that lower portion of Canada. So you've been out on the circuit with Joey now 20 plus years. What is it going to be like tomorrow going against your great friend, but on the table, perhaps not a friend?
It's extra motivation. It didn't feel right last year with him not being there. He's back this year. The world is whole again, and we're both going to be going for the record, and it's going to be a good day.
Let me ask you a question. A lot of people out there saying that you've upped your numbers and that you are holding on to that belt, and that Joey Chestnut has been out a year, that absence could rattle him. Can you give any thoughts on that, or do you think it's just all going to play out tomorrow?
The weather's going to be good. He's extra motivated, and yeah. I wouldn't bet against me or Joey, but he's coming to eat tomorrow. That's for sure.
Okay. I think they both are. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning champion of the world, Patrick Bertoletti. Okay. Did you get weighed in? Yes. Okay. So this is what I'd like to do. And this is an age-old tradition. You got it? We're going to do a stare down. I think we should move this too. We're going to do a stare down. Remember, everybody gets their shot. If you need this after, you got it, okay? And if you need them behind their number, we'll get that done. Let's have Michelle Lesko and Miki Sudo come on out. And can we have 2 hot dogs? Here we are. Okay. Let's get them. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to bite it. You have to, or at least hold it in your mouth. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the official stare down of the female champions. There is no love lost there, hatred deep in their heart. But they look very elegant, actually. Stare down. Okay, get me nice up and close and anger. I need anger. 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 All right, that's okay. What am I saying? This is not WWE. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, does anybody need a shot? Do we need? We'll get single shots after that. Were you okay? Okay. This is just for the house for Nathan, so we're just grabbing that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Everybody got that? Okay. Sorry. Give me some anger. Tight. You want the belt? Yes. Struggling over the belt. Yes, I like that. I like that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do it. Anything you need after that. Thank you very much, ladies. They just had a quarter of a hot dog, what is usually a fasting day. Joey Chestnut and Pat Bertoletti, come on out. Okay. And if you guys would just get sort of like, 8 inches face to face and give him that energy. Hold on one second. Okay? So they get the shot so you're close. Okay, energy, hatred and anger. No, that's just disturbing. That's just disturbing. Okay, anger and hatred, intensity. No, God. God, no. Don't do it. I don't even know what this is going. This has gone to vaudeville from professional wrestling to vaudeville. Okay, all right. Just give me one intense. Just give me one intense. One intense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now. Could you snap that?
Yep.
Just pull like, and it could be more like he's trying to hold it away from you. But it's a good gimmick.
I'll move.
Okay.
Let's get you guys. I'll put a house.
It's upside down, so. Oh. Okay.
All right, guys. You want these sweet, please?
Okay. Pull. Let's have some acting, some intensity. Okay. All right. Let's have some tug of war. Let's have some intensity. Okay. One more. Give me just one good. Both of you tugging. Just give me the both. So give me the bell. Give me the bell.
Swallow it.
The problem is they're very good friends. That's the problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this official weigh-in. Anything you need, interviews, one-on-ones, photos, come on up. We're welcome to do that now. Thank you very much. We hope to see you all on Coney Island tomorrow on July 4th. The band goes on at 10. Stage show starts at 10:30. Women at 11. Men's introductions just after noon. 1310 Surf Avenue in Brooklyn. the tall guys in the back.
All right, guys. All right, ladies, let's get a couple of you kneeling down.
You don't get enough credit for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm from here, so I mean, I've been watching this. I'm 43 for 40 years, as long as I remember. I mean, you don't get enough credit.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's all old stuff. I should have thought about it more, so I had some stuff. Oliver, can I give this to you?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just playing, please.
Check, check.
Those are my glasses. Do you want this for any other reason? No.